Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Lauren. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to be back with a video so soon because today I got my Ariana Grande Mod Vanilla in. I actually bought this big fragrance vault from Ariana Grande. I actually unboxed it on my other channel, my beauty channel, so I'll leave it down below if you want to check it out. But it had a sneak peek of Mod Vanilla as well as Mod Blush, the two new perfumes coming out from Ariana Grande. And from that little sample, I knew this baby was going to be mine. And once I saw that it was available on Ulta, I did buy it. And I thought I would do its own like full review here on the channel now that I have the big packaging and I also have notes. When I was reviewing it there, I didn't see a place for notes and we actually have that now. So I hope you guys will enjoy hearing my thoughts on this perfume. Like the name suggests, this is a vanilla perfume, and looking at the bottle, we're getting something Ariana Grande for sure, but definitely different. Like, she does what she wants with the packaging. This is like mod inspired, so that's kind of where the theme's going with this. And I don't know. I like that there's no casing really to come off here. Like, this is one unit. You can't like take off something and then inside is like just a perfume bottle, which is a lot of the other or the more recent perfumes that she's done. And it's like kind of clear. I kind of like that. I didn't know that that's what it was gonna look like, but you take this off. This is just plastic. This is actually like glass. And then this is what the sprayer looks like. I do find it a little bit odd to hold. Like, I don't, to get leverage on that sprayer is a little difficult. I guess this is the best way. I don't know. It's a little bit odd to handle and hold, even though you would think there might be an ergonomic way. Maybe I just haven't unlocked that yet. I don't know. But some of the things that I was initially smelling from this when I just had it in the small dabber size, which kind of sucks because you can't get the full spray. I think it's a little bit of a different experience, but with it settling on my skin, I knew that this was one I wanted to pick up. I opted not to get the Mod Blush because it's a little more fruity, a little more floral in a way that I didn't feel like I needed at launch. But Mod Vanilla is really nice, you guys. There's something fruity. When I didn't know the notes, I was thinking maybe it was something pear or maybe raspberry because it has this tiny bit of a tang to it. But looking at the notes, it's actually plum, which is interesting. I didn't expect it to be plum at all, but it has like that fruity opening, but overall it is this vanilla scent and I really like it. It's like equal parts sugary, equal parts creamy. I guess that there might be some coconut in here, and there is in the base. There's vanilla and coconut in the base. There's some orris root in here, which I think is also adding to a bit of creaminess, a bit of powderiness as well. There's also some praline in here, some muskiness as well, and I just think it's a nice vanilla. To me, this is like an everyday, all day vanilla. Like, it doesn't matter what time of year it is, whether it's cold or hot. I think this would play well all the time. And what I really love is that fruitiness on the top does die down, and then you're left with something, again, kind of sugary, like a sugary vanilla, but also there is something a little bit creamy about it, and I really like that. If it just went sugary, I don't know if I'd love it as much, but the fact that in the dry down, there becomes something a little bit richer, a little bit more full-bodied about it, and the fruit dies down, I really, really love that. I don't have a ton of wear time on this, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like most of the Ariana Grande fragrances that I have. And so to me, I usually get about like 4-ish hours of wear where I can really smell it. And then otherwise, like, there's still like a sweetness kind of lingering, but I can't really differentiate like a ton of notes. That's kind of what happens with Cloud, and I mean, mostly Cloud. I love Cloud. Cloud's like my favorite. And so comparing it to the other fragrances out there, to me, Mod Vanilla is literally if Cloud, which has like coconut, whipped cream, there's like this creaminess and coconutiness coming from this, mixed with, to me, God Is a Woman, because like I said, although it says that it's plum, I get something more like pear, truly. So I feel like it's if these two had a baby, but since there's plum in there, let's throw in Moonlight, okay? Let's throw a Moonlight, then sprinkle some more vanilla actually in here, and I feel like you'll get something in this realm. It definitely smells like an Ariana Grande fragrance, so I feel like overall it doesn't feel out of place in the house, and depending, maybe you don't need it, maybe you could mix stuff that you already have at home, but I quite like it. I think it's a nice vanilla. You guys know I'm a sucker for a vanilla, and I do have like every Ariana Grande fragrance now, except for Mod Blush, except for that one. I feel like the best comparison to another fragrance out there that isn't from Ariana Grande's line, if you want to know what this one smells like, is the Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. Mod Vanilla doesn't have any woody notes in the fragrance at all, and so it's not an exact dupe or anything, but there is a pear note in this vanilla from the Seven Virtues that I feel like is similar. It's also heavily vanilla, and it also goes pretty sweet to me. I actually find that the Ariana Grande one has a little bit more creaminess to it than the Vanilla Woods, which is why I don't actually own Vanilla Woods. Like, I think it's good, but it goes more powdery and really sweet on me. And I also find that that pear note stays around a lot, that fruitiness. And so I prefer actually Mod Vanilla, but I do think that they're pretty similar if you're trying to get an idea of what they smell like. There's something about them. This one is just more powdery to me. The other vanilla fragrance that's more new that's come out, this is the Wrapped in Vanilla Body Mist from Bath & Body Works. And I also find there to be something about it. It's almost like the creaminess that's in here kind of reminds me of how it is in here. These are by no means similar because there is something fruity going on in here and that's not happening in this one. This one definitely comes off super like foodie gourmand to me. You really smell that creaminess, like the cream that's in here. You really get that. And I feel like it's just lending a little bit of that to this perfume from Ariana Grande, if that makes any sense. I really wanted to keep the review pretty short and sweet. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I feel like it's a nice, fun vanilla that's a little bit brighter, I guess. It's not super dense, super heavy, but it has enough of that, I feel like, to keep me interested and intrigued. But also it can be worn all year round, which I really, really do like. And I will note here that there does seem to be the same kind of like plasticky note I find in here. So if you don't like that from Cloud, maybe sample this, like really test it on your skin, because I get a little bit of that and I like that note. So I don't mind it. It again reminds me of Cloud, and that's why I say that these three plus vanilla, like a creamy vanilla, having a baby is what Mod Vanilla is. That's why I say that. I really feel like it does take quite a bit from those fragrances, but overall I really like it. I'm excited to keep using it. I'm excited to have it in my collection. I'm adding this weird little space egg. Feels like we're gonna be cryogenically frozen and shot up into the moon to me. That's what this is. We're gonna go find life on another planet and start over in this little egg. Anyway, if you've tried Mod Vanilla, let us know your review down below. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you like Ariana Grande fragrances in general? Let us know. I tend to be a pretty big fan. Like, I think they're really nice for a celebrity scent, and you know, Cloud is just one of my favorites overall, like, you know, in anything that's come out. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.